welcome to PGA Tour 2K23. My name's John McCarthy, and I am packing all the golf lessons. So I invite you to use these lessons to get you swinging that club like a pro and getting that little white ball around the course as best you can. Let's crack into it. Pull back on the swing stick. Nice work. After each shot, you will get feedback about your accuracy in the bottom right-hand corner. In the middle of that circle, there's a white stripe, and you need to keep your swing with it. Okay, this is where we part ways, and all that's left for you is to choose a difficulty level, and then you can go ahead and customize your golfer in the My Player menu if you feel like it. If not, all good as well. We'll see you out there on the links real soon.
Hello and welcome back to our coverage of this Q School event, already in progress. We're picking up the action on the first hole. Let's get into it. Ooh, right by the hole. And this next putt here is for a double bogey. Currently at 2 over par. This hole is a par 5.
Players want to take out any club, driver, 3, with whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
And he's down there.
Setting up from about 100 yards.
Well, Rich, that's on the surface, but it's in 3-putt territory. It's so far away. Ooh, good look at a birdie here. Oh, he's up, Tiger. It's tracking. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done.
Finally, they needed it.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Teeing off here at the 3rd hole.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie 2s, but par 3s should be had.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush. This would be a great up and down. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for par here.
That was a narrow miss. Sitting at 3 over for the day. The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Oh, well played. This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard. "13 feet to the hole." Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Bogey putt coming up here. And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
That swing looked a little jerky from where I'm sitting. That got a little out of control, I think.
No other explanation. They had to push that shot.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 4 strokes off the lead. Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. Appears to have overcooked this one.
Looks good.
Well, that'll avoid a number of drop shots. Well hole. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
This one's going to the right.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind? Getting ready to play their 3rd. 5 shots off the lead. Six feet remaining to the cup.
This one to save par.
The dreaded shove. Always hurts on the greens. Okay, so that finishes that hole.
Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure.
Ooh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, and then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Rich, being a big Boston sports fan, love being here in Beantown. And look, TPC Boston's a great venue for any championship. We've had some great winners here in the past, the likes of Tiger Woods, Ricky Fowler, Justin Thomas. This golf course, it gives, but it also takes.
Look at the list of winners you just mentioned. What do they have in common? A, they're really gritty competitors, but B, they're super good, reliable ball strikers. I think that this golf course is sneaky, demanding. Whoever wins this week is certainly going to earn it on this relatively, seemingly benign, but sneaky hard golf course.
Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
A bit long on that one. Yeah, you'll take that. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Coming off a streak of 5 bogeys. Nine feet to the cup. Yeah, that looked pulled straight off the blade. Putting for bogey. Those are the kind of putts the best in the world make with monotonous regularity. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. This hole is a par 4.
Ninth hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Nicely done. from around 170 yards here. Going with the 6-iron here. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
That'll sting a bit. Just 3 feet to the cup. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Luke, this is the spot where you either fail or shine. And I got to say, 9 holes left to put themselves in the top 50 to make it on the Korn Ferry Tour. Failing is definitely an option for this player.
Second shot here at the 10th.
Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Greens and regulation today has been absolutely abysmal, and that is reflective on their scorecard.
This putt for par here. Okay, steady now. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Oh, just missed. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Sitting at 11 over for the day. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
He's found the surface. Good chance here. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. They're nicely holed. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Well, story of the day for this player is just missed too many greens. You can't afford to do that.
And he needs this to save par. Yeah, that putt looked pushed. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
Time now for the 4th shot. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
That limits the damage.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
That was pummeled. Great drive.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Pars can be made.
And here we are with the third shot. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. This one's for bogey.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Just not enough gas.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
Moving down the leaderboard after that hole.
Time to face a par 4.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
Yeah, this is lovely. What a shot from that nasty lie. I should be proud of that.
Putting for birdie. No, that's too bad. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Currently at plus 15 for the round. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. From the sand, looking to get up and down. Well, out of the bunker and onto the green, but still a fair bit of effort to go here. That was a little bit too much power. Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey. That gets the job done. Time to face a par 4 now.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Absolutely flushed. Going with the pitching wedge here. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That's disappointing. Par putt coming up here. And down it goes. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Second shot here at the 18th.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Getting ready to play their third. Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sand. A bit wild on approach there.
And another missed green in regulation. My, oh my, this has been a long day.
Oh, what a wonderful bunker shot. Big par saver coming up for this fella.
Looks like they may have pushed that one. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final, but Rich, unfortunately they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul-searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this.
Pga Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School final. It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. I'm Luke Elvey, and alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam.
Looking forward to the action out on the golf course today, Luke.
Second shot here on the first. Yeah, that one will play. And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for birdie here.
The old hammer hands putt. That was a gallant attempt. Starting the round above par today.
Not what they're looking for. A little nervy out there so far.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
A bit out of shape with that swing. Gotta get the rhythm back. Well, that's not ideal. Finding the trees. Setting up in some very deep rough.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
Did you hear the sound of lumber? That's not ideal. That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. And here we are with the third shot. Did you see that one ricochet off the tree? And here we are with their fourth. Not bad. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Here's their sixth shot. This one's heading towards the rough, I think.
Pretty good shot there.
Here's their seventh shot. "20 feet to the cup. That's a disappointing stroke. That's a push. And this one's for quadruple bogey. Bit too heavy-handed there. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Currently at 6 over par.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Here we are at the third.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Where did that come from? That's not his style.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one.
And not too sure what they were seeing there, but they didn't get it correct, did they?
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Sitting at 8 over for the round.
The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
This sand shot awaits.